Willie D Live.
What's up, family? A fan is suing the NFL for $100 million over Shedeur Sanders' draft slide, citing emotional distress and trauma. I ain't got no problem with that, but some of y'all do, so let's talk about it. Former Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders was viewed as one of the top quarterback prospects in the 2025 NFL Draft, and many experts believed he would be selected in the first round. However, the son of NFL legend Deion Sanders fell all the way to the fifth round before he was scooped up by the Cleveland Browns with the number 144th pick overall. Shedeur's draft slide surprised everyone, one fan so much that he is suing the NFL for $100 million in punitive damages for the harm caused to the plaintiff and the impact of the NFL's actions on his emotional well-being, according to court documents. In the lawsuit, John Doe says he is a dedicated Colorado Buffaloes football fan, and he has closely followed Shedeur over the past two college football seasons. The plaintiff claims that the reports and leaked statements suggesting that Shedeur tanked interviews, wasn't prepared, and was too cocky in the pre-draft process helped create a narrative that unjustly harmed his reputation. These slanderous statements caused emotional distress and trauma to the plaintiff as a fan and consumer. The plaintiff alleged several claims against the NFL: the violation of the Sherman Antitrust Act, collusion among NFL teams, violation of the Civil Rights Act, intentional infliction of emotional distress and trauma, and violations of consumer protection laws. In addition to the $100 million, the plaintiff requests the following: a formal acknowledgement from the NFL regarding the emotional distress caused by their actions and statements, a retraction of the slanderous statements made about Shedeur Sanders, along with an apology for any harm caused to his reputation, implementation of fair practices in the drafting process to ensure that talented players are recognized and given opportunities based on merit. Any additional remedies the court deems appropriate, including compensatory damages. Shedeur's slide, according to CBS Sports NFL insider Jonathan Jones, was a reflection of how he carried himself through the pre-draft process. But this fan clearly believes there's more to the story. I get it, fam. I absolutely get it. So much so that I could represent the plaintiff. Yeah, I'd go in that courtroom, decked out, and clean his suit. I am the cleanup man. Yeah, fam. I'd look that jury directly in the eyes and say, Shedeur's slide caused the plaintiff frustration, disappointment, and psychological harm as a fan. These are feelings that any fan can relate to. Are you a fan? Who's your favorite player? What's your favorite team? Yeah, I'm gonna get somebody, even an old grandma. She'll say a name, she'll just put a name out there. Everybody got a favorite team. Even if they don't know anything about football, they like the colors. Yeah, man, I get them. They don't know nothing about basketball. They heard about LeBron James. Yeah, I like basketball. I ain't never watched a game in their life. I could represent. I like this. I like that the fan is taking this seriously. I like that it hit the fan in the heart. But let's make no mistake about this, fam. This is a frivolous lawsuit. It's not going anywhere. It can't go anywhere, because if it did, now you're going to have people coming out of the woodworks suing the NFL, Major League Baseball, NBA, when they lose bets. Imagine that. Because, there are people who have lost everything, and I mean everything. They've lost their cars, homes, wives, families. Some people have even lost their minds gambling on sports. So that would totally shake up things to an extent where they would have to basically shut the doors. And that's not going to happen. So this case isn't going anywhere, but I did find it interesting that the plaintiff, that fan, felt compelled enough, got hot enough under the collar to want to do something, even if it's just symbolic, to do something. Because what happened to Shedeur Sanders was wrong. We know it was collusion, but it's going to be hard to prove. I thought that he was suing him because he had lost some money. Maybe he betted that Shedeur was going to go as a top 5 pick or in the first round, and he lost some money, and so he was suing because of that. But he's just suing because, psychologically, it's done him damage. And I can relate to that. Man can't sleep. He can't eat. He don't want to go home. This is his song. Yeah, I think that's, what is that, Boys Man? Can't go on, babe. Well, I can't remember. But in any event, I'm picking up what the fan is putting down. Stop playing in our faces. Talking to you, Roger Goodell, and the rest of the NFL. No more talk.